Hey, what's going on, guys? This is going to be my second and most likely my last tutorial on getting the most out of Iphoto. Now, if you don't know what Iphoto is, it is a program that is specific to the Macintosh operating system, where you can go in and manipulate your photos, you can store your photos, you can organize your photos, you can label your photos, and a whole host of other things. This is probably one of the best programs I've found for doing those particular types of things. Now, if you've upgraded to iLife 2011, it's basically going to be transparent with iPhoto 09. So what I'm showing you now, it still will apply with iLife 2011. And basically iLife 2011 is just an upgrade to those programs like iPhoto, iWeb, iMovie, GarageBand, and not to iWeb. iWeb didn't get updated this time. Anyway, those will be pretty transparent as we go through this. Now, the first tutorial, I talked about everything here on the left hand side, which includes the library, recent albums, mobile me gallery, and Facebook. We also talked about the things on the bottom of the interface here, which include name, edit, rotate, flag, hide, which is what you can do with individual as well as collective photo libraries. Slideshow, book, calendar, card, which are things that you can make if you select a group of photos. You actually have the ability to create calendars, for example, books, cards. And the last four items here is how you can share your photos: MobileMe, Facebook, Flickr, and by email. Across the bottom, you can search for particular photos. You can make the photos larger and smaller with this little bar here, as well as you can view it in the full screen, view information about the photo, and add new albums. Okay, guys, let's talk about just the top here, and I'm going to go in reverse order, starting over here with the help menu. Now, in the help menu, if you have any questions about iPhoto, you can type in a search. It'll pull up certain pages, and it'll attempt to help you with a particular problem you're having, as well as you can view video tutorials, keyboard shortcuts, and service and support. Okay, let's move to the left here. Window. This is standard pretty much on any Mac. I'm not going to talk too much about this, but you can minimize, zoom, show keywords. You can manage my places. And what that is if you labeled a photo, if you labeled a place of photos which were taken, then you can manage those particular places. For instance, if you want to put 10 photos that were taken in Turkey together, you can do that. Okay, bring to front, and then iPhoto. View just tells you how you can view one photo or a set of photos. And it talks about titles, rating, keywords, event titles, hidden photos. You can sort photos. You can show in toolbar, full screen, and view them by thumbnails. So that's how you can view them, as well as what information you can view about particular photos. If you go on to share, these are different ways you can share either one photo or collectively a group of photos. You can share them by email, mobile me gallery, Facebook, Flickr. Additionally, you can send them to iWeb, send them to iDVD. You can burn them to a disk, as well as you can set a picture to the desktop by selecting it. Moving on to the left side, or moving to the left, let's talk about events. Events can be specified any way you want to, but generally when you take a picture, your camera gives you a date and time. Now, iPhoto can automatically create events. For instance, if you took a picture, or if you took 30 pictures on the 20th of October, it can organize that into one event, all the pictures taken on that day. Or you can tell the program how you want the events to be organized. So in here you can create event from flag photos. You can split events. You can make key photo. You can add flag photos to selected event. You can open in a separate window, and you can auto split selected events. Now guys, just keep in mind, a lot of this that I'm talking about in this menu across the top, we've already discussed, and it's kind of redundant because the stuff on the bottom is also shown in the top. They're both kind of like mirror images of each other in terms of the menu, except there's a little bit more you can do with things across the top here. Now, as I move on to photos, you can show extended photo info. If you click that, this shows you a lot more information on a particular photo, to include the location, the size, what kind of camera it was, and the exposure. You can adjust the date and time. You can do a batch change. You can rotate it clockwise or counterclockwise. You can give it a rating. You can flag the photo, hide the photo, duplicate it, or move it to the trash. So that's quite a bit of things you can do with the photo. Moving on to edit. You can undo, create event, and this stuff is pretty standard with any program. You can redo, cut, copy, paste, select all, select none, find font, spelling, and special characters. Now if you go to the file menu, much like on the bottom menu, you can create new albums here. You can create a new smart album. Smart album is you actually get a program parameters to follow, and then it'll create a folder based on what you told it. Create a new folder. You can get info about photos, import to library, export, close window, edit smart album, subscribe to photo feed, order prints, print, and browse backups. So guys, I'm kind of coming to the end here. Another neat couple neat things I want to show you about iPhoto. If you select an event, for example, let's say I want to go an event. Now if you select an event, you can scroll across it with your mouse, and actually the pictures will start to move and go through the pictures that are in that event. So that's one neat thing about it. The other neat thing is that you can select a group of photos, and you can go ahead and create a book, a calendar, and a card. Once you create that, you can upload it to apple.com, and then you can go ahead and purchase it, and you can go to the store and purchase it, or you can pay and have it mailed to you. So those are a couple really neat things about this program. I really like iPhoto, and if you guys have any questions, I know I went over this kind of briefly, but if you have any questions, please let me know about iPhoto 09, or if you have questions about iLife 2011 and what I think about it, just ask me the question. I'll be happy to answer it. We'll talk to you later, guys. Take care.